Hello everyone, welcome to Fix It or List It with local Living in Lambton realtors Brad and Carla. Let's hear why you love living in Lambton.
Welcome to our video series, Living in Lambton. It's our Fix It and List It program. Standing here with Jeff Baarschers from DeGroot, and we're just going to have a conversation about some pruning and what you should do in the springtime. I think it's very important. First question, Jeff, thank you for doing this for us. But first question is, why do you enjoy Lambton County so much? What's the attraction here?
I've been here my whole life, and I never plan to leave the water.
Water's always a good thing here.
Yeah, it's beautiful. I love
it's good. Recreation's a good thing. Yeah, awesome. So yeah, if you could lead us through maybe some pruning tips for our audience, that'd be awesome.
So this time of year, it's good to get out in the garden, just do some cleaning up. The first thing we need to understand is this is a hydrangea tree, and it flowers on the new growth. So this is the time to prune it so that we can encourage lots of new growth and lots of flower. So general rule of thumb, follow last year's growth. You've got to tell what grew last year and cut it back to 2 buds. And if you're unsure of how to get started pruning, a good way to go about it is look for dead stuff. If there's dead branches, cut them out. And that gets you started, and it gives you some confidence on how to get going. The other thing to look for is if there's any branches that are crossing each other. This is crossing, it might tend to rub sometime. So we want to get that out because that's the source of where a disease can get into the tree. So this one's been let go just a little bit, so we're going to go a little more aggressive on it, try and get it back in shape.
So Jeff, then on this kind of tree, you're trying to shape it right now to get the shape. You can't really hurt it by going back too far?
In this particular one, no, it's pretty forgiving, and there's lots. I'm always looking for opportunity. Like there's all buds where I'm cutting, so I know there's going to be growth coming from there. I'm not leaving it just haphazard. I'm looking for opportunity, and that's always what I do when I'm pruning. I'm trying to figure out, well, where's the next bunch of growth come from? I can't go too far or get into the old wood too much because then there's no opportunity for growth. Okay. That's what you want to start with in the beginning of the season. It's nice and shape. You're in control. We're reducing the size a little bit because we have a bit of a confined space, and there'll be lots of flowers on this right after Canada Day.
Nice.
So this is the Annabelle. This is actually a dwarf with probably a little linette. Similar to the Incredibles with the large flowers, but this is more of a dwarf plant. But the nice thing about this dwarf plant is that it didn't give up its flower ability when they reduced the size through breeding or whatever they were doing. So you can see there's lots of flowers on this plant. So this time of year, just cut it back.
Taking it all the way back.
You can see the buds starting already for this year. And we want to keep this kind of small in this area because it's not a real large spot. So nice to get out in the garden this time of year and tidy some of this stuff up.
Nice, nice.
Pretty quick, pretty easy.
Right.
And this is another really reliable hydrangea. Lots of flowers, easy to grow. Often coined or talked about it as not being able to grow in full sun, but obviously doing just fine.
Right.
It's about getting enough moisture, and then they tend to thrive. So don't be afraid of hydrangeas in full sun. Make sure they get watered.
So I've got 3 here, as you can see, 1, 2, 3, and it seems like this one. No, this one. Sorry, this one we did replace, but that one was more hardy than this one, and so on down to here.
It's just doing a little bit better. Maybe that one got a little bit more moisture. Hard to say. You probably want to be fertilizing all 3 of them. And,
I think because they're elevated, it kind of did take away some of the moisture.
Possibly. That's what you really want over there. That's perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Yeah.
And hopefully that one comes along.
Yeah, right. And the third one then. So we got the last one.
This is the more difficult one. It gets confusing for people because the flowers are produced on the previous year's growth. So all this was new growth last year. This hydrangea is always replacing itself. So all you do in the spring is take this dead stuff out. Okay. It's a different color. You can just tell that it's dead. And then just do the tips. That's all you really need to do. And you only do the tips because you want to force this plant to be bushy again. So the big pink flowers need to be produced from these buds here, and the new growth will come up again and set itself up for next year. And you notice these blooms were still on here. You can deadhead this hydrangea. Deadheading is you're taking the old flowers off, and then it doesn't take energy away from the plant, and it'll put energy into producing more flowers.
Okay.
Common gardening term, deadheading.
So over here, Jeff, in the corner is another one, but it just didn't take off at all.
You know, it just hasn't done
So
well.
that one just, again, maybe because of the too much
it's
light
a
or
bit
too
of a
dry.
tough spot there.
One, okay.
So just another general rule for pruning. If I was, this is a flowering dogwood tree. If I was going to go to prune this now, I'd be taking all these flower buds off, and that'd be a bit of a shame. The tree wouldn't mind,
Right.
but we want to enjoy the flowers. So on a thing like lilacs, forsythias, dogwoods, things that flower early in the spring, we prune them after they flower. Then they have a chance to set up again. So simple.
So again, that's to shape it, just so you'd shape it more so than
Yeah.
anything, but it can stay as big as you want it to be.
This
or
is
go as big as-
meant to be a tree, and it's meant to just kind of grow free and do its thing.
Right.
Where sometimes a lilac, people want to keep it in size, especially the dwarf ones.
Right,
So after
right.
flowering, trim it hard, and away you go.
Awesome. Awesome. Oh, that's great.
Good.
I think
Thanks.
that's good. Thank you so much.
Do it again
Very good.
sometime.
That's very good.
All right.
Yeah, great tip there for our Fix It and List It. Now it's our very first one for the season, and there'll be lots more. Please like and share this video, and like to see you again. All right. Take care. Thanks again, Jeff.
Well,
Join us again in a couple of weeks for the next episode of Fix It or List It with Brad and Carla. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more local home tips. See you next time.